Hi everybody, it's Kara with Sedgwick County Zoo, ready for another episode of SCZ Live. And today we're going to introduce some new girls on the block. We have two Red River Hogs that have just come to us, and they are now on exhibit with the male. And I'm going to turn it over to Jenny, if I can make the camera work. Oh, there we go. Oh, and I was looking at a rock. So here's my friend Jenny. She's a keeper, and she's going to tell us a little bit about why this is so exciting.
Well, hi everyone. It's great to see everyone today. I'm going to step this way so we can hopefully get our first views of our Red River Hogs. As Kara said, we are incredibly excited to introduce two new females to our exhibit. Their names are Bitsy and Charlotte. They are sisters, and they come to us from the Bronx Zoo. They are both 8 years old.
8? So who's who? Can help us figure it out.
Yes, they're actually fairly easy to tell apart. The one that's lying down over here is going to be on our left is Charlotte. You can tell Charlotte, she has much more white on her face and also more pink on her snout. And the very pretty kind of light blue, really light eyes for a Red River Hog. And then on the right, far right over there, we're going to have her sister Bitsy. And Bitsy, it's kind of easy to remember. We say Bitsy is brown. Bitsy has more brown on her face. You can see she kind of has a little white spot there in the middle. But overall more brown, and also not the bright pink spot on her snout. And then of course, for our long time people that have been around the zoo and know Paul, he of course is in the middle.
He's getting some apples. They look delicious. Well, can you tell people just a little bit about what a Red River Hog is and where they come from?
Absolutely. Red River Hogs are from southwestern Africa, well, central more actually, I'm sorry. And they're very good at burrowing. If you notice, they've kind of got a snout that's built like a shovel. They're really made to move that dirt around, and lots of rooting. Oh,
it looks like we're getting some on demand. It looked like he was going to do a little rooting, but now maybe not. He's looking for apples.
Yes. So
easy stuff.
They're very good at moving dirt around. They do that for a couple different reasons. One is looking for food, looking for things like root vegetables to eat. They also do chew on tree roots. Sometimes when they're in times of drought, it's a good way for them to get water.
That's a good strategy.
Absolutely. The other reason that they'll often burrow down in the dirt is to make themselves a nice place to sleep. Sometimes they're searching for that cooler dirt, especially in the really warm months.
Do they ever spend any time in the water that is here? I know we don't know about the girls yet because they've just come out, right?
Well, so the girls, we let the girls have access to the exhibit a little bit before we brought Paul back over here. So they're very familiar with the exhibit space. However, they have not chosen to go into the water just yet. Paul, however, loves to swim. They are river hogs. That's where they get their name, Red River Hog, because the color of their body and the fact that they love to be in the water. And they are actually good swimmers. They don't just wait around. They're very good at swimming. So Paul does spend a significant amount of time in the water. Sometimes we even feed him in there. Yeah,
there's a piece of lettuce, or is it kale? Something delicious and green went in there, and he's checking it out, trying to decide if it's worth it. No, I think he's like, no, throw me some easy stuff. So, did you say how old Paul was?
I don't believe that I did. Paul is definitely an older individual in our collection. He is 13, going to be 14 coming up in April, and that is considered fairly old for a pig species.
And the girls are 8, right?
Correct.
Is that what you said? Good, because I usually don't remember those things correctly, so I'm very proud of myself. And the cute tassels that they have on their ears, do they serve a purpose?
They do. Yes, they are cute. However, they do serve a couple of different purposes. One is that when there's hair on the ear like that, it helps to funnel sound down into the ear so they can hear a little bit better. Hearing is not necessarily their strongest sense. Smell is definitely going to be their strongest, and they do have poor eyesight. The other thing that I think is really neat, there is nowhere on a Red River Hog's body that they cannot swat a fly. Their ear hairs kind of meet up with their tail hairs, and they can keep the flies away that way.
Did not know that. I cannot wait to have a group of kids so I can share that with them. That's awesome. Oh, that is so awesome. It made me forget my next question. I don't even remember what it was. It was so amazing. What about that white stripe? Does that help with camouflage or breaking up their shape maybe?
You know, I believe you may be correct in that.
And then also, oh, he turned the wrong way. On their faces, they do have some nubs, but he's got bigger
Yes.
protrusions.
Yes, that is something we call dimorphism, and that's just a really fancy way of saying that males and females look different once they're adults. Only the males have those large warty protrusions and the longer tusks. So I'd really like if you turn around so you could get a good look. But that's
did pretty good.
way. That's another great way that you can tell Paul from the females when you come out to visit.
Oh, I know what I was going to ask you about. When I was talking to you the other day about the girls coming out, you guys mentioned that you always work them protected contact, right? Or no contact. You guys don't have any contact with them, do you?
Well, traditionally we work our males protected contact, so we do not enter the space with him. Females have a little bit different disposition, also just a little bit more safe to go in with because of the way that their face and their head shape is. So we do go in with these females, however, not if Paul is in with them.
Right. That's really cool how, I mean, we manage for a species, but then within that species we can manage for a sex or an individual. So we're doing all sorts of different things with one group of exhibit mates that are living together. So that's really amazing that you guys have all that knowledge and know the best way to work with these animals. Yes. All right, guys. I think, did you have something else you wanted to say?
No, I was just going to add really fast, you know, that's just part of being a zookeeper is kind of knowing your animals.
Yeah.
And it's not only knowing a species, it's also knowing individuals.
Right. It is a study of a group, but then you also have to do a study of one. You have to know what makes that individual tick to make sure that you're doing the best for their welfare. All right, everybody, as we have one final look at this fabulous group of Red River hogs, I am going to let you know that at the end of October, we're going to go ahead and stop doing the regular 2 p.m. Facebook Live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But don't worry, if something fun comes up, we're definitely going to break in with our breaking news and share with you live. So make sure your notifications are set so that if we do go live, you get notified. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.